Good morning, children. I am Anjaneyulu, School of Mathematics, ZPHS Venkampet. Now we are in 10th class. In 10th class, 14 chapters are there. In paper 1, 7 chapters, and paper 2, 7 chapters. So first 7 are from first paper, next 7 are from second paper. Now we are going to discuss about the coordinate geometry. Coordinate geometry. It is a 7th chapter. It is a very important chapter also, because so many questions covered from this chapter. That's why you listen carefully. Coordinate geometry. So who introduced this? So what is coordinate geometry? So what are the main points are in the coordinate geometry? Coordinate geometry introduced by René Descartes. First of all, geometry we know very well in 9th class, up to 9th class. Geometry means geo plus metry. So measurement of some places like areas, lengths, breadths. So these are the geometry. Geometry have so many branches. So mainly we know plane geometry, and our chapter coordinate geometry. Means coordinate geometry is a part of geometry. So what is the difference between plane geometry and coordinate geometry? Plane geometry, in plane geometry we can use only planes. Means a object occupies some place on the plane or in the room. Or in the room is volume. Or in the plane means area. So like that we can measure, we can find the lengths and areas using by this plane geometry. But here same thing, we can find length of the line or area of the any faces, any surfaces using by coordinates. Using by coordinates. That's why it is called coordinate geometry. So main difference is here using only planes, here using by coordinates, but same process are same. Here we are finding areas, lengths, value. So here also we can find length of the lines and area of the places. Here, so this is the introduction of coordinate geometry. Then, so what are the main points in the coordinate geometry 10th class? Key point. See, so what is coordinate plane? What is coordinate plane first of all? Second, what are the coordinates? So which is called coordinates? Location of points. And standard forms of points means a point located in first quadrant. So what is the standard form of that point? On the some points are on the x-axis. So what is the standard form of that point? And some are the origin, and some are the y-axis, some are the third quadrant. So like that. So we will discuss about the standard forms of point. Next, main important thing, it is compulsory in the examination, distance between 2 points. Distance between 2 points. We can find, so this is other name is length of the line segment. Distance between 2 points, length of the line segments. So points are, already we have discussed it, points are different places where some are on the x-axis. So we can find distance between 2 points on the x-axis, and some are y-axis. We can find the distance between 2 points on the y-axis, and some are first quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant. So we can find distance between origin to and given point. So many methods are there. Now we will discuss, and we will take some example for each.
Now we will discuss about coordinate plane. A plane divided by x-axis and y-axis is called coordinate plane. Finally, coordinate plane consists coordinates. So this coordinate plane have x-axis and y-axis. Intersecting point of these two axes is called origin. See in this figure, it is a plane, and horizontal line is called x-axis, vertical line is called y-axis. Intersecting of these two lines are called origin. So in this you take everywhere and every place one point. So every point consists of two coordinates. See, if we take here one point 27, 30, means this first coordinate is called x coordinate, second coordinate is called y coordinate. So it is 27, this is 30. So this point is 27, 30. Sometimes it will be called other names. X coordinate of the point is called as abscissa, and y coordinate of the point is called ordinate. In this, 27 is a abscissa, 13 is called ordinate. Now next point is quadrants. So here x and y axis divided into 4 quadrants. This is first quadrant, this is second quadrant, third quadrant, fourth quadrant. See here, in first quadrant you take anywhere, means any point, take any point. For example, so this is a point, it is a 4, it is 8, both are positive. In first quadrant, both are positive, means x positive, y positive. Generally, we can denote plus, comma, plus. Go to second quadrant. In second quadrant, you take any point. For example, here, minus 2. X is minus 2, y is 8. Means x negative, y positive. So, generally, in these points, minus, comma, plus. Minus, comma, plus in second quadrant. Then go to third quadrant. In third quadrant, you take any point here. X is minus 5, for example, this point, x is minus 5, y is minus 7. So, minus 5 comes, so both are negative. Both are negative. So, x is negative and y is negative. So, generally we can denote it minus, comma, minus. In fourth quadrant, you take any point, for example, here, x 5, y minus 8. 5, comma, minus 8 means x is a positive, y is a negative. So, generally in fourth quadrant, all the points plus, comma, minus form. So, this you take any points in this coordinate plane that having special forms. Examples, see, we take 3, comma 2. 3 means 3 plus, 2 also plus. So, it is belongs to first quadrant. You take any two positive coordinates, not only 2, 3, comma 2, you take any x positive and y positive, that must be belongs to first quadrant. Next, one more example. Minus 2 comma 3. 2 is a negative, means x is a negative, and 3 is positive, y is positive. Minus comma plus means already we have discussed about that. It is in the second quadrant. So all the second quadrant minus comma plus. Then go to another example. Minus 1 comma minus 2. X is negative and y also negative. So both are negative. Both are negative means it is in the third quadrant. Already we have discussed minus comma minus in the third quadrant. So this point belongs to third quadrant. Next to last example, 2 comma minus 3. 2 comma minus 3 means first coordinate x is a positive, second coordinate y is a negative, plus comma minus. So it is belongs to fourth quadrant. And this is 0 comma 0 means already we have discussed about 0 comma 0. So this is the intersecting point of x-axis and y-axis here, 0 comma 0. It is only 1. Now we will discuss about the distance between 2 points. It is very important topic and it will cover more marks in the examination. First of all, 2 points are anywhere. That may be on the x-axis, on y-axis, or anywhere. First of all, we will discuss about distance between 2 points on the x-axis. So before going to start this topic, first of all, what is the standard form of a point on the x-axis? You see, if we take here one point 2 comma 0, 3 comma 0, 4 comma 0, 5 comma 0, means if y0, x may be changed. So that is on the x-axis. So a point on the x-axis is a standard form x comma 0. See, if x1 comma 0 and x2 comma 0 are 2 points on x-axis. Already we have discussed now 0, y is 0 on the x-axis. So these 2 points are on the x-axis. Then distance between these 2 points formula, just modulus of x2 minus x1 means difference of 2 x coordinates. Difference of 2 x coordinates. Now see here one example. Distance between 4 comma 0 and minus 1 comma 0 means here both y's are 0 means these two are the x-axis, but it is a one is positive side, other is negative side. This is negative side, this is positive side. Here x coordinate is 4, here x coordinate is minus 1. So put in this. What is your formula? Modulus of x2 minus 1. So why we are taking modulus? Always it denotes positive because it is a measure. It is a length. Length always denotes in the positive. So that's why modulus of x2 minus 1, x1 4. So it will be minus 5. Minus 5. So modulus of minus 5 is equal to 5 units. So this is the distance between 2 points on the x-axis. Then go to same way, distance between 2 points on y-axis. So if you take 2 points on the y-axis, how to find distance or length of that line segment? See, you take here x is 0, y is 2, and one more point, x is 0, y is 7. So you take any point on the y-axis, x must be 0. Means y will be changed. So depend on the location of the position of the points. So generally a point on the y-axis in the form of 0 comma x, 0 comma y. So now to take one example, distance between 0, 7 and 0, 2 is. So what is the formula? Modulus of y2 minus y1. So this is y1, this is y2. Modulus of y2 2 minus 7 is equal to modulus of minus 5. 2 minus 5 minus 5. So always it denotes positive. So finally distance between 2 points on the y axis is 5 units. Now another example, distance of a points from origin of any point. See here, it is a origin, it is a point. So how to find distance between this origin and point in any coordinate? If it here also we can take here also, but origin is common. For that, see distance of a point x comma y from x comma y means you take any x value and y value from origin in 0, 0 is under root of x square plus y square. See one example. So this is a formula. This is a formula. Distance of point 3, 4 from origin is. Origin means you take one more point 0, 0. So that is nothing here. Because we want x and y. So in this is x, this is y. Under root of x square plus y square means 3 square plus 4 square. 3 square means 9. 4 square means 16. So total is under root of 25. So root 25 is 5 units. So this is the distance between 3, 4 and origin. One more last important formula on the distance between any two points on coordinate plane. So before this we have discussed 2 points on the x-axis, 2 points on the y-axis and origin to other point. It is a specified, but it is a general. So we can apply this formula for all cases. For all cases we can apply on the x-axis, we can apply on the y-axis and origin to any point. So it is a standard formula. So what is that means? To take any 2 points on any coordinate. For example, I am taking one point in first quadrant x1, y1 and x2, y2. So how to find this length? Length means distance between these 2 points. So there is no base. So before we have some base, there is no base. Form a base. So here we can construct one right angle triangle. So this is a right angle triangle. It is a perpendicular to x-axis. This is perpendicular to y-axis. So it will become a right angle triangle. Now length of this is y2, this is y1. So y2 minus y1. So here also this is x2, this is x1. x2 minus x1, these two lengths. So what you want? We want distance between these 2 points. Means length of this side. Length of this side known as hypotenuse of this right angle triangle. So we can find length of hypotenuse using by Pythagorean theorem. So what is Pythagorean theorem? Already we have discussed in lower forms. What is square of the hypotenuse is equal to sum of the squares of other two legs. Means these two are the legs of right angle. So that according to that formula, C d square is equal to x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. If we remove the square, it will be d is equal to under root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. See here once again. If x1, y1 and x2, y2 are any 2 points on the coordinate plane, then distance between them means these 2 points is given. under root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. So we can apply this formula in all cases. One example here, 3 comma 4 and 2 comma 2. Here first of all identify the, for our easiness, identify the x, what is x1, what is y1, what is x2, what is y2. See here, x1 is equal to 3, y1 is equal to 4, x2 is equal to 2, y2 is equal to 2. So these two are the points. Now your formula is d is equal to under root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. Now substitute in the formula. What is that? x2, your 2. Next x1, 3 whole square plus y2, 2 minus y1, 4. 2 minus 3 minus 1 whole square. 2 minus 4 minus 2 whole square. So minus 1 whole square minus 2 whole square. So minus having square or any even power. Minus having any even power, so that will be plus. Means it will be plus. Which plus? 1 into 1, 1. So here also it will be plus. 2 into 2, 4. So under root of 1 plus 4 is a 5. So root 5 is equal to approximately equal to 2.24. Not exactly well. So sometimes it will be perfect numbers. Means 25, 16. In that case 5, 4. So this is the root 5 value. Prove that the points A 1, 2, D 5, 4, C 3, 8, D minus 1, 6 are the vertices of a square. Means you have to prove this this is a square. So all here 4 vertices are given. It forms a quadrant. Actually it is a 4 vertices closed figure is called one type of quadrant. But you have to prove square. So what we have to prove here? All sides are equal and two diagonals are equal. If possible, all angles are 90. But in our 10th class, there is no angle concept. So you have to find the length of AB. Means the distance between A and B. You get one answer. And BC, CD and A. So all these sides are equal, maybe square or rhombus. And we have to prove one more for square. AC is a one diagonal and BD is the other diagonal. So you have to prove these two also equal. Then that is a square. So it is completely depend on the distance formula. Okay. Then go to second example. Show that the points A 8, 3, B 0, 9, C 14, 11 are the vertices of an isosceles right angle triangle. First of all, we want what is isosceles right angle triangle. It is a one type of triangle. And a right angle means one of the angle is 90 degrees and two sides are equal. In a triangle, two sides and between angle is 90 degrees. That is called isosceles right angle triangle. For this, what we have to prove? Find the length of two sides. After that, we will find the third side also. Find the square of three sides. Add any two squares is equal to other side. So that is the isosceles right angle triangle. And two sides must be equal. Next, one more important topic. It is very important also. Section formula. Section formula. If a point P x, y divides points A x1, y1 and B x2, y2 in the ratio m is to n. How to find your required point? Means which is divided the given points in the given ratio. See in this figure, actually it is a line segment. It is formed by or joined by A x1, y1, B x2, y2. Here is a point P. We don't know where it is, but we know ratio, which is divided by P. See, so how to find this location of point? What you want? X coordinate and y coordinate. If you want to find x coordinate of point P, x is equal to mx2 plus nx1 by m plus n. So here also y, my2 plus ny1 by m plus n. So what are x1, x2, y1, y2, m and n? x1, x2 are the coordinates of given points. y1, y2 also same. Ratio m is to n. You will give ratio. For example, 2 is to 3, 4 is to 5. You take 1 m, that is n. Take one example on the section formula. Find the coordinates of the points which divides the line segment joining the points 6, 3 and minus 4, 5 in the ratio 2 is to 3. What is given here? What you want? First of all, read once again. Find the coordinates of the points which divides the line segment joining the points 6, 3 and minus 4, 5. So this is a line segment joining these two points, this and this. So given ratio is 3:4. Now first of all, what we have to find? We have to find the a point P of x, y. So for that, we have to identify the what is x1, what is y1, what is x2, y2 and ratio. Now you see x1 is 6, y1 is 3, x2 is minus 4, y2 is 5, m is equal to 3, n is equal to 2. So your required formula for x, m into x2, m is 3 into x2 means minus 4 plus n into y1, mx2 plus nx1, 2 into 6. So finally 3 into minus 4 plus 2 into 6 by 3 plus 2. Here minus 12 plus 12 will be 0. 0 by 5. We know 0 by something is a 0. And same as y is equal to m by 2 plus n by 1. M into y2 plus n into y1 by m plus 1. Here also ratio is same but coordinates are changed. Y coordinates here 3 into 5 plus 2 into 3. So it will be 15 plus 6, 21. 21 by 5. So your point P is 0, 21 by 5. So this is the solution of this problem. See some problems on sectional formula. Find the coordinates of the points which divides AB, where A and B have the coordinates 2, 4 and 4, 6 respectively in the ratio 1:3. So you have to find the P. Here what is given? A is given. A is what? 2, 3. Then B. B is what? 4, 6. What is the ratio? 1:3. So m is equal to 1, n is equal to 3. So it is very clear. We can apply x is equal to mx2 plus nx1 by m plus 1 and y is equal to m by 2 plus n by 1 by m plus n. So substitute in that formula, we get the answer. Then second, find the coordinates of the points which divide joining points minus 1, 7, 4, minus 3 in the range. So what is the difference between first problem and second problem? Here some are the negative. Some are the negative. Which are the negative? Coordinate, x coordinate, here x coordinate, here y coordinate. But ratio always positive. Here positive. So remember this. So never ratio is in the negative. Then so same formula. Then go to third. find the point of trisection of the line segment AB. A minus 6 comma 11, B 10 comma minus 3. So, before going to start this problem, what is the point of trisection? What is the point of trisection? So, without ratio, how can we find the sectional, how can we apply the sectional formula? Means here, point of trisection means a point can divide in the ratio 1:2 and 2:1. So, you take two cases. In first case 1:2, in second case 2:1. So your points are same. Your points are same. You take 1:2 and 2:1 and substitute in the formula. We get the two answers. So that two are the point of trisections. Then go to another. Find the coordinates of the points which divide joining -1, 7 and 4, -3 in the ratio 7:2. So same as this formula. Next, midpoint formula. So midpoint formula also one of the sectional formula. So what is difference between midpoint formula and the sectional formula? Here P can divide into same ratio, 1:1 ratio, 1:1 ratio. So that point is called midpoint. Means this point same distance from A and B. For example, here 10 centimeters, here 10 units, here 10 units. So both are same length. Means so it will divide in the same ratio. If you substitute m is equal to 1, n is equal to 1, we get this formula. So what is that formula? x1 plus x2 by 2, y1 plus x2. So this is the midpoint of two given points. x1 plus x2 by 2, y1 plus y2 by 2. So this is the formula for midpoint. See, midpoint divide 2 points in the ratio 1:1. Already we have discussed. M is equal to 1, n is equal. Now take one example on the midpoint. See, find the midpoint of the points -9, 1 and -3, 7. First identify the what is x1, what is y1. See, x1 is -9, y1 is -1. Next, x2 is -3, y2 is 7. So now substitute in the formula x1 plus x2 by 2, y1 plus y2 by 2. Now -9 plus -3 by 2, here -1 plus 7. Check your answer, check your results. -9, -3. So both are minus. Add and keep the minus symbol. -12 by 2. So this is 2 fixed because 1 plus 1. It is in the formula. 7 minus 1, 6, 6 by 2. So finally, if we cancel with, if we divide with 2, we get -6 and 3. So this is the midpoint of these 2 points.